G'day guys, welcome to Rumbles Fish Room. I always do this thing where I grab a handful of nuts as I'm about to start recording and then realise eating a handful of nuts on camera is a bad idea. So today we're going to, I want to talk about just like company stuff. I don't know, not return policies, companies doing the right and wrong thing, I guess. I got a delivery of sponge filters and they were wrong, and I kind of want to explain the story behind it and what the company did about it. Alright guys, so here we have 10 xy-380 sponge filters. I'm not going to mention the company I got them from, but you can probably guess. If you Google xy-380 times 10, I'm pretty sure most of you know what shop they came from. So the problem with this is I didn't actually order xy-380s. And I don't really have a need for these. You guys have seen I got so many sponge filters. I've actually been wanting the xy-380 high flows. Now I only want the sponges, but you can't buy a high flow sponge only. You can only buy the full kits. So my plan was to buy the high flows, and then you can order, or either order 10 times just the sponges, or oh, sorry, actually, I don't need to order 10. I was going to swap the standard ones out in the fish room for the high flows on my big filters, if you know which ones I mean. But anyway, so I specifically needed the high flows for the flower horn tanks. And they've been out of stock in Australia for the last few months. And I've been waiting and waiting, and I finally saw them in stock, and I got excited, and then only to be sent the wrong ones. My heart sank a little bit. But when a company sends me the wrong product, I'm not going to get angry at the company, and I do see a lot of people get angry straight away. But I contacted the company via email, and they sent me two options. They said they could either send me a link or ticket for Australia Post if I can get it to a post office, and they'll send me the right ones, or they offered for me to keep these ones and offered me a really big discount on them. So I said a man can never have too many sponge filters, so I actually accepted the discount. So basically I got these at a really good price. So now I don't know. I've got to decide. I could A, do a giveaway with a couple on the channel and save a couple for myself. I could B, sell them cheaply, or C, just keep the whole lot. At this stage, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Or I could give a couple away and then sell a couple and break even. But this is, yeah, I don't need more sponge filters. Oh, what? They are the high flow, guys. No way. No, you're joking. They're in the wrong box. That's so bizarre. High flow, high flow. High flow. I'm pretty sure they're the I'm like 70% sure they're the high flow. so bizarre. Oh well, I'm gonna have to email the company and say, don't worry about it. I wonder if they'll still offer me 10 more at that discounted rate. I might just email them like, yeah, that's weird, like they don't have high flow. That, like, if you look, the box is definitely the wrong box. If you Google xy-380 high flow, Google XY, oh, it's right there, high flow. Alright, so you'll see why I thought they were the wrong ones, because obviously that's the box there and that's the box they came in, and I actually emailed the company before I even opened the packaging, simply because if I was sending them back I didn't want to open the packaging. But man, I feel like an idiot now, but like they're in the wrong box, so I'm not the idiot, am I? I don't know. Anyway, so that's pretty exciting. They're the correct ones. I've actually had them for a few days. If I had just opened one when I got them, I would have known. Well, that's exciting. I'll kind of show you guys one day in the next few days, week. We'll swap these over and I'll explain kind of my reasoning for this. That box is a bit mangled. Good enough. Yeah. I wish I was a little bit more dishonest sometimes. I could just like say they are the wrong ones and get the new ones at the cheaper price, but I've got to be honest. I can't be dishonest, and also I'm recording this and posting on the internet for everyone to see, so clearly have to be honest. That's so bizarre. I've bought these a few times and they've always been in that box. But anyway, so I've got to move the cars back into the shed. There's nothing on the hoist at the moment, so I'm going to put the Gemini on the hoist, I reckon. The XK underneath. Look at that beast, out of focus and looking good. So I want to put the XK, I want to put the Gemini on the hoist, and I might actually shoot some footage of what's going on underneath the Gemini. So tune in right now for that if you're interested, because I know there's quite a few people interested, and right now it's going to be on the hoist. Alright guys, welcome to my Holden Gemini with a VN 5 litre 304 with some oil leaks. It's just a matter of a seal. Wow, how is there so much oil under this when it hasn't been driven? Oh, I think I remember what happened here. I'm pretty sure this oil is from when I installed it and I just haven't cleaned it. Alright, so we'll start at the front. I need to make a radiator bracket here. I notched out this whole subframe, front subframe. This oil cooler, I was just looking at it, looks pretty trashed. I might replace it because like the oil is the heart of the motor. Like, I don't want to screw around with blowing the motor because an oil cooler leaked. Actually that's the trans cooler, and also it's quite an expensive trans as well. That's the oil cooler, which also that's eBay spec, and like future me doesn't like some of the eBay spec stuff on this car. Oh, I've got to get all this out. So this has got huge brakes on it, which is kind of frustrating because I want to run stockies on the front and I can't, because I run stockies on the back. So anyway, it's got like upgraded sway bar, massive brakes. It's got notched A-arms, which I don't know if I'm a huge fan of that, but it gives you more angle with that brake kit. That brake kit's worth some big dollars. So all the suspension, or actually not the rear, the front suspension was on the car when I bought it. This is an ex-drift car. The exhaust is like this DIY thing that I made up. I kind of want to change it. I'm thinking about bringing it over to a single and then doing a muffler here. So what's next? This is a turbo 350 gearbox. It's a built transmission with a high stall. These things are going for stupid money at the moment. Honestly, I could sell this driveline for some serious money. It's got a brand new final drive tail shaft in it. It's got a VN Commodore full spool diff in it. Shortened axles. It's got, I don't know what, so it had the Gemini diff in it when I bought it, and I just put this all back on because it was on there when I got it. So the guy I bought it off, he had the stock Gemini sway bar on there, and then this is an Althane sway bar, and then adjustable panhard rod. I don't know if that came off the Commodore. It's been so long now since I did this. It's got Pettis shocks. They were like brand new when I bought the car. This car was built, and then the guy blew the motor up on the first drive, and then sold it as a roller. So basically everything except for those upper control arms and this panhard rod was already there. So basically for burnouts you want rigidity. So we've got 2 rear sway bars, adjustable panhard rod. This has also got a roll cage inside. So this thing is going to do the best tip-ins you've seen, or not really, because I'll be driving and I'm not the best driver. It's got hydraulic rear handbrake, which I don't need, but like I said, it was an ex-drift car. It's got a fuel cell in the boot, which I'm going to do a bit of a rendition. So it's got braided fuel lines that come out here, but the braided fuel lines actually leak. They're corroded inside, and fuel pisses out when you put fuel in it. So I want to get hold of a stock Gemini fuel line, and I want to use the stock one as the return and then make a new feed. Some of you will understand that, some of you won't. So it's literally like most of the jobs on here will be a weekend. Like change the fuel lines, add a muffler or 2. I don't know what to do yet, because I kind of want to take this to the motorplex and you need a muffler for that. The only thing is they might crack the shits about all the rust in it. This floor's, look, there's a roll cage bolted to that. You can probably, it's ridiculous, honestly. I always planned on plating the floors, but I just haven't worked on this car for so long. I don't even know why, it's kind of silly. See that? Oh, that's snapped off. Hopefully that cord's hanging out somewhere pretty cool. What's going on here? Oh, there's one of the rubbers for this. I need that. So the steering shaft actually hits there. It's such a tight fit, guys. Like, look, so the steering shaft is hitting there, and then it's like 10 millimeters off the exhaust. It's not really built for a V8. This came with a 1.8 litre stock, and now it's got a 5 litre in it. I just realised the rear springs aren't matching. That's weird. That's really weird. So I like beefed up these control rods. I just put some angle on it and welded it through. What else have I got to do? I don't even know. I don't even know if this is full of oil. Yeah, it must be, because I've done a burnout in it, so I would have filled it up before I did a burnout. One thing I got to do, guys, like I own a hoist, but I'm not full bottle on mounting the cars, so I'm guessing you try and find like suspension mounts like that to mount it. like obviously I can't put the hoist there, that floor would just collapse. But on the front, I really struggled. Like it's sitting on that suspension arm, but I'm not a huge fan of that. But like, there's nowhere here to mount it. One weird thing about this is like that side, look, the pinch weld's in good, oh no, there's a dent there. There's a good chance that was from me, maybe not. This is all gonna get screwed up when I do skids in it anyway. So yeah, the thing, so like what I was saying is most of the bits and bobs will only take a weekend. There's one project that will take more than a weekend. So if you see from this view here, see that control arm there is pointing up. That control arm needs to point to this bolt here. So on the same angle, so pointing down. The problem with that is that angle lands right near this floor. So I'm gonna have to take off that factory panhard rod anyway. But so the biggest job is I have to take them off, bring them down and create a rack across there to support it. There is another option. I can buy a kit which holds the diff, but I'm pretty stoked with my DIY. I want to carry on and finish it. So I made these too, but I was also thinking about trying to get the factory VN ones and setting the pitch and just having solid ones, because I realise now as I'm older, with a burnout car, the more moving parts, the more things that can break. So if I can just make them solid arms, I think it would be better. Yeah, so that's the Gemini, guys. Let me know what you think. Obviously if I do work on it, it's going to have to feature on the channel, just because I daily vlog and it's going to take like huge chunks of time. If there's anybody in Perth that wants to come and work on it with me, go for it, come and help. I think the biggest problem with the car is all of my friends used to be into cars and I drifted away from that group, and I ended up, my other group of friends, which was actually from primary school, I started hanging out with them more again, and none of them are into cars. And like this car kind of paints a picture. I actually stopped working on it when I stopped hanging out with that group of people, and it was because like working on cars for me was always a mates thing. Someone's got like chainsaw or something out. And so now like I'd happily connect with some more people in Perth that are into cars, because yeah, even last night like a friend came over and dropped off the new brakes for the G6E, and just like talking to him for an hour about the car, it made me want to put it on the hoist, because normally the XK lives on the hoist, but just like talking to him like motivated me enough to put it on the hoist and think about working on it. So that's better than nothing, I guess. But anyway guys, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe for more, hit that little red button, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.